Good morning students. In the previous class we have started with 8051 addressing mode where we started with the immediate addressing. So immediate addressing means the data will be directly present in the instruction as we have discussed in the examples like move a comma hash 25. So the data is directly present in the instruction. When it will become a data, when it is followed with the hash symbol, then after hash symbol if anything is represented that will become a data. Next is your register addressing mode. Register addressing mode means directly we will represent the register. For example, you can see move a comma r naught. A is your accumulator register and r naught is the zeroth register in any of the bank. So here the register is directly present in the addressing in the instruction. So the what is the value available in r naught, that will be moved on to your accumulator. Move a comma r2, like move r2 comma a, it means that whatever content you have in the accumulator that will be moved on to r2 register. It is your register addressing mode, that is the register address will be directly present in your instruction. When you take this example, move dptr comma accumulator, it is your data pointer. So it accumulator is your 8-bit register and dptr is your 16-bit register. So it is invalid. Why? Because you cannot move an 8-bit data to a 16-bit data or 16-bit data to an 8-bit data. So this instruction is invalid. Same thing, register to register, you cannot make a transfer. It is a MOV stands for it is a data transfer instruction, and ADD means it is your addition instruction. In case of register addressing mode, the register will hold the data. For example, if you take move a comma r naught, the r naught will hold the data. So one of this you can use from r naught to r7 of any banks of register. Move r2 comma accumulator. So the content of accumulator will be moved as a content to r2 register. If you see move a comma r naught, add a comma r6. So whatever data you have in r6, that is the content of r6 will be added with the content of accumulator, and the result of the same will be added with the result of the same will be stored in your accumulator. So in the place of register, since it is a register addressing mode, the register is going to hold the data. We can use one of the 8 general purpose register, and it will act as a operand and specify, and it has to be specified as a operand. For example, this is a error. Why? Because move dptr comma accumulator. Accumulator is a 8-bit register, whereas dptr it is a 16-bit register. You cannot move the content of 8-bit register to the 16-bit register. So it is a invalid instruction. Whereas if you consider move r7 comma dpl it is a 8-bit register. The content of dpl is moved to r7 register, is moved as a content to r7 register. So this is these are all few instruction lines that represent your register addressing mode. Next is your direct addressing. Direct addressing means the address will be directly present in the instruction. You see the difference between the direct addressing and immediate addressing. In immediate addressing also some data is present followed by the hash line. So if any number followed by hash means then it is going to be the data. If you are representing it as simply 40H means it is nothing but your address. So this address is nothing but you can consider the general purpose internal RAM. So in this bank 0, bank 1, bank 2, bank 3, these are all the addresses for the first instruction. Move r0 comma 40. So 40H is your address. 40H falls in between this 30H and 7FH. So it falls under this 80 bytes of data. In between that, in that 40H, whatever data is available, that will be moved on to your R0 register of any of your banks. So here there are two ways to access your internal memory. One is by using your direct address and other one is by using your indirect addressing. So whatever I have represented here, it is your direct addressing. Next, if you take move 56H comma accumulator, whatever content you have in accumulator, that is moved on to your 56H, that is your RAM location. That is in case of your direct addressing mode, your RAM location is directly specified as a part of your instruction. So the address could be from 00 to FF. So in this addressing mode, data is obtained directly from the memory. What type of addressing it is? Move R2 comma hash 5. Hash 5 means it is immediate addressing. That is the content of R2 will be equal to 5. Now move A comma 2. So after this particular instruction, if you execute this move A comma 2, at that moment what you will get, R2 represents it is R2. So inside R2 what data is available, that will be moved on to your accumulator. So after executing this instruction, if you execute move A comma 2, then the content of accumulator will be 5. Why? Because R2 is already moved with the data 5. Next, move A comma R4. So what is the data? 7FH. So inside this 7F is nothing but your memory location. Inside this 7F, what data is available, that will be moved on to R4 register. Now that particular data, whatever available in this R4 register, that will be moved on to your accumulator. Here we have specified in this complete set of instructions, we have specified 3 addressing. One is your immediate addressing. So this particular instruction is your immediate addressing. It is your direct addressing. And move A comma R4 is your register direct addressing. So these are all some of the examples of your direct addressing. One thing we need to remember in case of your register addressing mode, in case of your register addressing mode, register to register is invalid. You cannot give both register to register. Both source and destination should not be register to register. So if you give like this, it is an invalid instruction. That is that you need to follow it for your in case of your register addressing mode. Next is your special function register and their addressing. So special function register falls under your accumulator B register. Accumulator address is E0. B register address is F0. So if you give here move 0 E0 H comma 50 hash 55 means it is your SFR register, that is the address of the accumulator is specified over here, and inside the accumulator you are going to move a immediate data hash 55. This instruction and this instruction both are equal. If you specify move 0F0H, what is 0F0? 0F0 is nothing but B register. So the address of the B register is F0. You are not supposed to directly write F0H as such in the instruction. Any alphabet should be followed by a number 0. So 0F0H comma hash 25. It means that the content of B register, that is in this address, you are moving the content 25. So the content of your B register will be 25. So these two instruction is going to be similar. Next instruction is move P1 comma accumulator. So what is the address of your port 1? So port 1 address is 90, right? So you can write move 90H comma accumulator. So this is how you can use this SFR register addressing either in immediate addressing mode or by using with the use of ports you can use it. So SFR will have SFR nothing but special function register. It has the address between 80H and FFH. So you 00 to 7F are the address of the internal RAM memory, that is general purpose address. Not all the address of 80 to FF is used by the SFR. So only whatever we have specified over here, only these addresses are used by SFR. Not all the address from 80 to FF is used. So unused locations are reserved and it may be used by the 8051 programmer. So the programmer can access apart from this, from these default addresses. If the user needs any other address to be specified, they can, if the programmer can use that unused location because that is the reserved location. The general block diagram of your SFR is shown over here with the address specified for each port timer. Suppose if I wanted to address the timer, I can write it as if I wanted to load this tmode register with hash 55H means I can write move 89H comma hash 55H. so that the tmod register will be loaded with the data called hash 55. Even you can load the timer register by using the directly addressers. Next is your stack and direct addressing mode. Stack is nothing but it is a portion of memory. It is a 8-bit register which stores the data. It follows last in first out fashion. So for that we are going to use push and pop instruction. Push means you are going to load the data. Pop means you are going to retrieve the data. Here push 05 means you are going to load the data onto the stack. Push 0E0. What is 0E0 stands for? It is your accumulator address. So you are pushing the data onto the accumulator. Push 0F0 means you are pushing the data onto your B register. Pop 02. You are going to retrieve the R2 register content. Pop 03. You are going to retrieve the R3 content from the stack. Next is your register indirect addressing mode. So far we have seen immediate addressing, register direct addressing, stack addressing, SFR addressing, direct addressing. Now we are going to use a register indirect addressing mode. So here we are not going to specify the address directly, but you are going to use a register to hold the actual address that will be used in the data moment. For example, in this register indirect addressing mode, you are going to use only R0, R1 and DPTR. Only these three register is valid to use in indirect addressing mode instruction. So indirect addressing mode, you cannot prefer it to refer your SFR register. SFR register can be mentioned either with the immediate addressing or direct addressing. So in the next class, we'll be seeing in detail about the register indirect addressing mode. Thank you, students.